Hello, welcome to another Alpha Strike We Play video. My name is Adam.
And I'm me.
You are you. You're the only you.
Ruined the intro, let's go again. It's all good. Hey guys.
Everyone knows who he is, unless this is the first video that you've watched and you have no idea what's going on.
Go back and watch the others quick.
Something says that it's BattleTech.
Yeah.
Just looking at this.
If you have watched any of the others, you'll know what's coming next.
Okay, so this is our in conversation video. Occasionally we like to look at some of the comments that people have made and just sort of have a little chat about it.
Yeah.
And one of them was 3D terrain for BattleTech.
Yes. Yes.
We did actually do a video, and we'll do a little link for that. And we actually talked about this here. So
not with
have a
all the
look at
mechs
that.
on it,
Yeah.
obviously, but yeah.
But this is from Celtic Griffin. It says, "Hi guys, love your videos. I was wondering about the 3D hex tiles you're using in your battles. Are they 3D printed, handmade out of foam or wood, or bought from a company? I would like to duplicate those for use in my games." And who wouldn't? You look at this table and you go, yes.
And modular, like 3D terrain gives you some really, really good options in like scenario building and things like that.
Absolutely.
It's it can detract from some things, but in most stuff it makes it really, really cool.
This way, there are a lot of people who just like the idea of it being the board game, the convenience of just a little paper mat, or even those new
Neoprene
ones that Catalyst did. They're really nice of those mats.
Yeah, they're really good.
And they're good, and they work a charm. It's good for sort of transporting. You don't have to worry about this. This can get a bit cumbersome.
Yeah.
But the other ones that I did, which are in that video, they're basically individual pieces like that, and just painted. So if you get a plastic container and you just stack them in there, that's how I transport. It's not too bad, but it's just, if space is an issue, just playing it on a flat board is perfectly fine. But it's visually, it's not as
you can get like a styrofoam thing, or you could probably find some sort of not plastic hydrocarbon based thing that you can make some stuff out of, or you can just use a sheet of graph paper if you feel like it. It doesn't really matter what you do, but yeah, the 3D stuff makes it really, really fun.
Yeah. I mean, I certainly enjoy it. I find it easier to sort of look to see if line of sight's there and partial cover and whatnot. So
yeah, plus it looks freaking
awesome. It looks amazing.
When you look at this thing, it's
cool.
Cool.
If you want to take it to the next step, 3D terrain is definitely something to consider.
Well, like I say, games you have more interesting and involved games with this sort of thing. You can have some really cool situational or game like scenario effects if you have a modular terrain system.
Yeah.
But with the mats, you can do some things that you can't do with the modular terrain system. So the mats, you can have a rolling map. You can do like race scenarios and things like that.
True.
Thinking about different scenarios that I can do, and those are the two things that you have is that up and down sort of thing. Is if you have 3D terrain, then you can do this, but you can't really do that. And if you have the mats, then you can do this, but you can't really do that. So pick the one that's right for you. Yeah,
I guess it comes down to how much sort of time and effort you want to put in, what your skill set is, and who you know. A lot of the time comes down to who you know.
If you know some nutter who does like craft stuff all the time really, really well, then you can have cool boards like us.
That's right.
Don't touch.
Yeah. But it's cool.
Dear.
So probably a non-BattleTech question from some. Well, it's not really a question, it was more of a comment. So this is from Token. Toekin. I'm loving some of these names.
Yeah,
it's cool.
They're good.
So just getting in the game and found your videos. Good stuff. So that's good.
Yay! Good stuff.
And you're Mr. Beard, apparently.
Am I?
Yeah. Oh, and Mr. Beard, you need some new dice magic. Visit a shaman or a witch doctor or something.
Well, for a start, I'm going to go shave. Mr. Beard.
Maybe you scare your dice. That's why they're not working for you.
They're intimidated by me. That's what it is.
We always talk about the Tarron effect and things like that, but I don't know, you've had some wins, you've had some good rolls.
Yeah, but I've had some really seriously bad ones at like the really seriously bad point to have them. And that's the Tarron effect. It's hilarious. I love it. It's great.
Well, that's good. It's nice to know.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
So another person, Amir Safwan. Are the machine guns really that useful in the tabletop game? So he actually made the comment we were talking about the designs that come in the box set.
Oh,
and it was the Battlemaster, because the Battlemaster has machine guns.
Yeah.
And range, not that great. Damage, pretty average. Yeah, okay, no heat, but you're talking, it had like 200 rounds of ammunition or something. So
yeah,
a legitimate question, but I think we did do some videos.
Yeah,
on
we've kind of
guns.
covered machine guns and why they're reasonable, but I mean the basic thing is damage. The more damage you're doing, the better off you are. If all you can fit in there is a machine gun and some ammo, then that's what you take.
Then consider it, yeah, for sure.
I mean, they're good for crit seeking, so if you've got an enemy that has been damaged reasonably, like got a few spaces that have no armor on them, then just that 2 points of damage doesn't seem like a lot, but if you hit internal, then you're rolling for criticals.
Yeah.
And once you get out into the big wide world of BattleTech, against things like infantry and battle armor and that sort of stuff, they can really do some good damage. And it's an easy weapon to fit on a small mech. I think. Plus, it's kind of and every war has this weapon. You know, it's a machine gun. Humans throughout history make machine guns.
They do.
Yeah.
But we've talked about this before, most of our games, we've just used the mechs. You know, we're going to go into the other things, but we talk about infantry and battle armor, but infantry, they have heaps of infantry in the regiments.
Yeah.
The successor houses and things like that. They have monstrous amounts of them.
Yeah. They're everywhere.
So it's like ants and stuff, but they can, like, if you get enough of them and they've got the right equipment, you know, they can actually pack LRMs as some equipment.
Yep, and they can.
It doesn't do a lot of damage,
They
but
can
you
spot,
get a lot of
they
them.
can hide, they can spot,
Yeah.
they can use tag systems, they can use narc beacons, they can fire missiles, all of this sort of stuff. I think there's rules for like transportable cannons and stuff as well, isn't there?
There's all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
So there's all sorts of stuff out there, and yeah, at the beginning, some of the things that you're seeing will be a little bit odd, and in a completely battle mech oriented field, then they are a little odd. But every single one of them has some sort of use.
Yeah.
It might not be a use that you think is valid or that you will use it for, but it is a use.
Or even obvious.
Yeah, or even
especially
obvious.
if you're just starting out in the game, you're like,
why would I take that when I can have this?
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know, if all your heat sinks are getting beaten up or you've lost an engine thing and your heat's building up, having a machine gun can actually be kind of handy.
So we haven't looked at the Alpha Strike rules for BattleTech yet. We've
Not
been
yet.
focusing on like the classic, I guess you could call it, the main one.
Classic.
Well, yeah, it's like, didn't they do that with Coca-Cola?
Yeah, I was
Change
going to
the
say,
recipe,
it sounds
brought
like it's
back
a
and-
flavour of Coke. We're going to do BattleTech Vanilla in a second.
That's right,
Let's do Cherry BattleTech.
So Joric 78. I play a lot of Alpha Strike because of the simplicity, speed, and scale, but it's unfortunate that they aren't able to retain any of the weapon flavour which the classic rules have. I mean, they have indirect fire and some special ammunition and things like that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, it depends on your style of gaming, and it depends on the gaming group that you're in. If you go for that sort of chess, like longer games, more involved games, record keeping, all that sort of stuff, then BattleTech every time, and as complicated as you can make it, because it's awesome.
So for those of you who haven't sort of seen an Alpha Strike card or how it all works by comparison...
Can we bing one?
We'll put one up. Yeah,
bing,
please.
Bing!
So we'll put one up there. So that shows you sort of it's basically a standard playing card, essentially. Yeah. It's all sort of squished down onto that.
Yeah.
But
so what I did one time when we had a tournament at the club time.
Oh yeah.
Ages ago. We're old people. And I downloaded from Master Unit List, I downloaded all the Alpha Strike cards. They're all available on Master Unit List. You put in the thing that you want and it comes up on the thing. I saved them all as an appropriate file type and I took them to Kmart to the photo booth,
Yeah.
and I just got them to print them out.
Yeah.
That worked perfectly fine. They came through as like on photo paper, and I just laminated them.
Yeah. Well,
And it worked well.
But now with all the Kickstarter and everything, we've got all those cards,
Yeah.
and you get them in the boxes that you buy. And
Yep.
they have them in the little random ones as well. I've got them here. The
Yeah,
salvage
salvage
boxes
box
and everything.
has a-
So,
yeah.
and you can buy those cards separately.
Yep.
As well. So yeah,
And you
can
can-
basically have access to a lot of stuff now. It's really good.
The other thing I was doing was printing out one A4 sheet with a lance of mechs on it.
Yeah.
So you
And that's it.
get a Word document or a text file or something, and you whack those things on there, and you print that out as a page. That page is your lance. It works really
I
well.
see a lot of battle reports on YouTube now that is pretty much using Alpha Strike rules.
Yeah.
And I understand the appeal, and I do like it myself. Really,
Yeah,
I
I love it. It's a great system.
do. Yeah.
And it really does make it so you can do a bigger scale. And that's the point. If you don't mind the smaller scale and you don't mind the record keeping, then stick with BattleTech. But if you want to try something big, like a planetary assault type level thing, then Alpha Strike could be like mixed into your BattleTech games to say, okay, so we're going to do this 4 lances worth of stuff is going to go that way, and there's 12 lances of stuff coming this way, and then like have a BattleTech game for some of the more important small pieces sort of thing, you know? But it all depends on the sort of thing you want to play.
Yeah, that's true.
But we'll probably do some Alpha Strike stuff at some point, I reckon.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, we've talked about it, but there's just, like we were saying, there's just so much to sort of cover with the original rules
It's
and
a
the
big
standard
system.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. And it's what we started out with, and we like playing with that. But yeah, definitely have a look at the Alpha Strike ones, for sure. A lot of people have sort of sharing their story, because we did a lot of the weapon ready series.
Oh, yeah.
About lasers and autocannons. The autocannon stuff, we get a lot of stories from people talking about their designs and what
So
happened to them.
Something about someone getting their head blown off by a Saladin or something? Is that the one?
Saladins,
I
yeah,
remember that?
yeah. And there was, what was it here? I was just having a look. Hunchback 2C. Between Ultra 20s. Oh my god.
Dear.
It was a Pellman 129. My best story. I was DMing a group who had a Battlemaster. They had a full lance of mechs, but the Battlemaster is the center of this very short story. They were running up a river that they could not cross, looking for a ford. 4 hovers attacked, 2 were Saladins. Saladins pull in and shoot at the Battlemaster with his AC, head hit. Bye bye. I mean, head hits you can't really do much about.
With an Act 20? No.
But those Saladins are so fast. They just get into the rear and just, that's 20 points in your rear. Sorry, that's...
They're great. If you don't expand your BattleTech game to anything else, expand it to vehicles and like learn the vehicle rules and get some of the little hovercrafts, because they're freaking awesome.
Yeah, they're a pain.
But
even the bigger tanks are good. Like what have we got here? This is the Demolisher 2. 100
Is
ton
it?
tank.
Holy crap, okay.
Yeah. There was an Ultra 20 and an LB20X on there.
Well, none of these guys are safe. They're all okay.
Yeah,
none of these guys are safe.
Yeah. Some people have commented on your shirts, mate.
Yeah.
You keep changing your shirts, which is
I do.
nice. I have
These
no
are-
idea what you're going to rock up with from your trailer.
So the BattleTech one is actually the one that came in the Kickstarter, the Clan Wolf.
The Wolf one.
That's the one that came in the Kickstarter, but these ones are T-Turtle ones.
I had a look
They're
at
not
their
sponsor
website.
or anything. I just really like
you
the
just really
T-shirts.
like- I had a
They're
look
cute.
at their website actually. They got some.
They got some cool
interesting
stuff.
ones, haven't they?
Yeah. They're having a big sale at the moment, I think.
So I'm trying to find the name of who it was that was talking. I think it was Mike Gould.
Mikey's a heavy commenter.
He
G'day,
is,
Mikey.
yeah. Shout out, dude.
Yeah, doing well, mate.
He's probably disappointed that we didn't make a well, probably more at you because you really like the Catapult. He wanted a rack version of the Catapult. You were thinking about it.
I was,
right?
yeah. I had a very similar. I saw his comment actually because I don't have the back end stuff that Alpha Strike does, so I don't get to see them. I have to look to see them. I saw that one, and yeah, he was talking about taking the missiles and the lasers and everything, and then racking them. I'm like, yeah, that was pretty much what I was going to do.
And that Carita version that they have with the twin PPC seems pretty good.
Yeah,
It's still got the jumps, I think. And
CPK or whatever it is.
yeah.
Yeah. I reckon it'd be a good one for, like, really, you don't, I mean, I'd be tempted to put 10s or whatever on there, but you'd really want to have long range ones on that, because it's a fire support mech.
Yeah, I think you mentioned a Rack 2, which is,
he did.
Good range.
Yeah.
Right, what else have we got here? For me, have you got from your little
I don't know.
anything to talk about? Anything?
There was Simon telling us we both beat each other up in that clan. Well spotted, mate.
If a game ends in a draw when everything's been mauled or whatever, that's a good game. That's the one you want to play.
Dear. Oh, apparently I'm not only Mr. Beard, I'm also Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. I can see it.
It's a beard and an Australian accent. It throws people off. That's what it is. We're all Hugh Jackman to some people.
Someone asked, I don't know if it was on this, someone asked about the clan rules of engagement versus Innersphere.
Yeah. Now, I mean, initially they were offering, like, they were following their own rules sort of thing, weren't they? They were saying, oh, I challenge you to this, and this is what we've got, and this is what we're bringing, and all those Zellbrigen things.
Yeah.
And then the Innersphere, being the very sensible people they are, broke all those rules. And the clans got so upset. I mean, jeez.
Well, during the, which is probably the most famous battle between the clans in the Innersphere, the initial invasion, and the Comstar taking him on Tukayyid.
Oh, yeah.
So the planet was split into different sections by the clans, and they all had their own areas that they had to take on the planet.
Yeah.
So Clan Wolf initially, they sort of did the best overall, because look, they all came down. All the different clans that were part of it, they all came down and they all did their challenges, like you were saying. But Clan Wolf they just stopped doing it straight pretty much after the first battle, I'd imagine. And they said, look, if they're not going to do it, then why should we?
Yeah.
Where the others were like, especially like Jade Falcon and all this, and they're like, oh, you know, it's like,
trying to stick to their
this is we're the clans.
This is how this works.
This is who we are. This is what we do. But yeah, Clan Wolf, I think they were the most successful from all of it.
This is why I like Clan Wolf.
Yeah.
It's like, if it's getting you dead, why keep doing it?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm all for honour in combat, but I mean, you know, if the other guy's just going to shoot you anyway, the whole point is to shoot him first.
Yeah. As a general rule, if you're a clan player and you're going against someone in the Innersphere, I wouldn't worry about clan rules of engagement.
No. You can put them out there.
You could, yeah. Look, you could try.
See what happens.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're playing against your mate and you know their play style, you know, or unless you can agree to something, or you could, I don't know, come up with something like a D6 roll or something, and say, oh yeah, no, he's not going to stick to it, or yeah, he'll try for a while.
Well, if you're a clan player, if you want to stick to clan stuff, then you make your batch call or whatever it is, batch call.
Patrol, yeah.
And you make your individual challenges, and you do it the right way. You follow Zellbrigen until the Innersphere goes, I'm not going to do that, and starts mucking around. Then you kill them. That's it. That's how you do it. If you want to stay a clan player, then you do your best to stick to clan rules. And then when the enemy shows they have no honour, then you kill them. That's it. That's how you do it. Seriously.
Yeah, because it's not fun if you're sort of hindered.
No.
You know, it's.
And I mean, they even mention that in the rulebook is like if there's people that are intentionally using clan honour against the clan, if they're intentionally breaking the rules or misusing the rules, then you are no longer bound by those rules. You are allowed to declare them Desgra and just shoot the crap out of them with your far superior technology.
Yeah, that's right. If you're doing an ongoing campaign, like you said, you could start by being honourable, and just as you work your way through, just could slowly change depending on what sort of criteria you set for the scenario. If someone breaks it, then maybe future scenarios it might be 50-50 if they want to do it or not, depending on who they face.
Well, that's if you've got a huge like multiplayer campaign thing, then I would start playing like that. You stick to your clan honour until a certain Innersphere player or other clan player breaks those rules, and that faction that player's team is declared Desgra, and you can just wipe them out. Don't even think about it.
That's it.
But I don't know. Eventually, we're going to have Innersphere versus Clan on this table, so we'll see how I do.
Yeah, be good actually. There's some more games on this. So. Is there any non-BattleTech stuff you want to talk about that we've been doing lately?
Oh, I don't know.
Some games or something? Some games you what's a game you're sort of hanging out to have a go of that you've seen?
Oh, I can't wait for the Kickstarter to get here, actually.
Oh, yeah. It's not long now. Wave 2.
Shouldn't be too much longer, no.
They haven't announced that they're going to do any others. I mean, that might change, but it is a lot of work for them and a lot of frustration.
Do you know what I was thinking? Because I'm thinking of doing like a series of videos of like scenario ideas and things. Put a comment down if you think that's a good idea, but I'm going to do it anyway, so. Because I was thinking about that the other day.
We just lost 5 subscribers. Thanks, Jack.
Yeah.
But maybe we get some more because they like your spot.
Yeah, if that gets rid of them, then they probably, they weren't really thinking about it anyway. I've forgotten my train of thought now.
Scenarios.
Scenarios.
But was it beginner box or something you're talking about? Or some other stuff?
No, there was something I was going to do, and I can't remember what it was. I was thinking about something. Damn it.
Okay.
Me going senile on camera. You don't get this every day. This is quality viewing. Resubscribe, you guys. What were we talking about just then?
We're talking about scenarios.
No.
We're
You.
going to do videos on scenarios.
Yeah, I'm going to do videos on scenarios.
And before that, Adam asked what games have you been thinking about, and then you were talking about the second wave BattleTech coming in.
Yep.
You can't wait for it.
Can't wait for the second wave of BattleTech. And then you mentioned something else.
Adam said they're having trouble.
Yeah, they're not going to do a third wave because there's a lot of...
That's what I remembered. I was doing my usual thinking thing at work, so I'll be like standing at work with nothing to do and I'm thinking about other stuff. And I was thinking that if Catalyst want to make a buck ton of money out of me again, they can, I reckon a redo of the Solaris VII box would be a good next step. I reckon if they kickstarted that, I'd buy 2 because I think I still have the Solaris box somewhere. I know I had it, but I've moved a couple of times, so you know how it is. It's packed away somewhere and I can't remember where. It's probably gone actually, but that would be really, really cool. If they did a Solaris box set the way they're doing those and have a few of the gladiatorial mechs like re-sculpted, that would be brilliant. If anybody at Catalyst sees this by some stupid chance, get on that. Do it.
Yeah, the different stables and stuff like that.
Yep.
And sort of expose some of that. Well, we've talked about some experimental stuff.
Yeah, especially in the physical attack.
Yeah.
Like weapon and section. Yeah, a lot of that sort of stuff comes up in the Solaris mechs. But yeah, I reckon they could do like a box of one stable. So all the mechs from a stable, or 4 of the mechs from a stable or something as a box set, and then a box set with the actual rules and a couple of the starter mechs. I reckon that'd be really good. I would go for that.
You know they have battle armor battles as Solaris as well. There's one. I'll have to try and find the information. There's one guy who's got like a quad battle armor suit. And he fights in it. It looks like a big cat, obviously. So
I was going to say like a Fenrir thing.
Yeah, man, it looks so good. But so they custom design these things. That'd be so awesome to watch.
That's insane.
Like, mechs are cool and all that, but battle armor.
And you can actually design your own battle armor. There's rules for it in the tech manual.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Man, there is a lot of different battle armor suits out there now. Lots of different designs.
Scenario ideas, people.
Proto-mechs.
You and me, that's our next pimp moment.
Yeah.
No.
Still lots to do.
Battle armor arenas. Dear, oh dear.
I think that's it for now, mate.
Yeah, now that they've watched me lose my mind on camera, I just can't. I couldn't. We'll get it in editing.
You found it again, so it's okay.
Editing.
But
I can just go ping.
But that's it. But keep commenting for sure, because we do like to see some of the
chuck them
things
in there.
that come on.
I'm going to say g'day to Mikey and Bregel.
Have to sneak some more little things in there. He's good.
I believe he's British and like, you know, only a bit younger than us. Probably, he'd probably know more than me anyway.
All the shows.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go home and watch Monty Python again. I'll catch him out at some point. It's all good.
Well, that's it.
Yep.
Thank you for watching, and consider subscribing.
All of the good stuff. Do the bell and comments and all that junk.
Yeah. Join us. All right.
Quality.
See you later.
Bye, guys.